Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. Welcome back to the show. 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 I'm Billy, the host.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. We are in Trent's brand new studio, and I'm joined today by Trent Ludzack. I do like.
Hold
I
on,
miss
let
the.
me snap this into the microphone. Now we're good.
I miss the face to face with the table though.
Yeah, the table I kind of like more for a casual podcast.
Yeah. Because it forced you to look at each other, and
Yeah.
then that makes the conversation flow a little bit better.
Yeah, the couch does have advantage. The couch is a good vibe.
The couch is nice,
It's pretty fun.
but if you had like one person, if you had couches on both sides, like
like a bigger, like a back to
and then do like a coffee
like-
table vibe, maybe.
yeah,
I don't know.
that
Whatever.
because you don't see anybody doing that.
Not really. But then do face to face though. Well, I guess that's kind of how they do it in like whatever they call like like entertainment news. Like that thing Sydney Sweeney got in trouble for.
I like how you were trying to not say journalism.
I started to say journalism,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, it's not really journalism.
Not really.
It's whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I guess they do it like that. I don't know. Would it work? It might not help a comedy podcast
Yeah.
because we're all kind of awkward.
Between two ferns.
Yeah.
Is that Galifianakis?
I mean, we could have, if you wanted to, set up over here with these chairs,
Yeah,
but we're already going.
it's only two of us. If
We
there
don't
was
need a
like
lot.
3 or more, maybe
Yeah.
like do the face to face.
Yeah, Keegan and I
with
did one
a
with.
little more time, but I'm about to go to work.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're. Who is it again?
I can't remember his Nick Coletti
Nick Coletti. Okay.
and
nice.
Tyler Garrison's hosting.
And I heard Mello's Mello featuring.
Yeah, Mello Black is featuring.
Awesome.
I believe. I could be wrong.
Love to see it. I mean, I heard Mello say say he was opening last night.
Yeah. Okay. So he's featuring. Yeah.
That's
gonna be
awesome.
sick. That's gonna
Dude,
be
that's
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah.
Good to see the homies succeed.
Yeah. Have you
The
been doing
homies
any
and Tyler Garrison.
spots? It's been dude. Tyler Garrison is actually one of my closest friends now because we
No,
work together.
Tyler's the man. It's just I have such a habit of just beating on him,
Oh,
and he
yeah,
loves
yeah,
it.
Yeah, he's a good sport.
So
He's a good sport, but also like you got to remind him that like, hey man, I love you. Don't
yeah,
please like.
you got to be like every once in a while. You got to be like, yeah, we're cool. but,
Please
like,
no,
you know.
I'm not the one. I'm not bullying you.
Yeah,
I like you.
yeah. I don't talk to you if I don't like you.
Right. Yeah.
That's the whole strategy.
If I think you're a dickhead or a loser or whatever, I'm not gonna talk to you at all. I'm gonna completely avoid you.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
And that is kind of
Yeah.
our problem, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Politics.
It's better, I think, to just confront people with the truth and with honesty and
Yeah.
like
I still feel weird about like Kristen. Like I'm still feel like I'm kind of standoffish
really why?
because I've never been what you would call like where I'm like closer with like a club owner. Like
Oh,
on
yeah.
that level or somebody who's like running that level of shit.
Yeah.
Never befriended one of those people in my life. I've
Wow.
always moved out of scenes before I've gotten to that point.
She just has a lot going on.
Yeah.
Too, so.
For sure. But that's part of it because, like, I am not, like, if you look busy, I'm not going to come talk to you.
Yeah, she just
Oh, let
here-
me
there
pause
goes
my
the
ma-
vacuum.
Let me pause it because it's going to be loud.
She's gonna come in here.
No, it can't. We're safe in here.
No, it's fine. I don't discriminate against them.
Oh, I do.
They're coming anyway.
I
so.
named it Cleaning Bitch.
No, you can't make it a slave.
I
It
did.
has to be like a partner, a life partner,
It's why.
because they're gonna. Yeah.
I don't want a life partner that gets stuck under the table that often.
Dude, how close do you think it is between like not knowing whether the government is run by people or machines?
For me, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. At least the previous few administrations were a taste of it, right? Where you're like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, who's running this thing?
Yeah, the olds. They pushed us into old, and now we may be at dead.
If the guy who's saying no more wars, no more wars, no more wars is assassinating the leader of countries,
It's not war, it's an assassination.
who's running things? You know?
Who knows, man?
So we don't know who's running things. We don't know which humans are running things. So at a certain point, it's going to be like, are humans running anything?
Somebody told me they're using AI to pick targets, which is kind of upsetting.
Yeah, because the AI doesn't want to kill people. You know,
Unless that's what it really wants.
all it wants to do is make mean pictures of my friends and videos.
That's all yours wants to do. But you're playing with Grok.
Yeah.
Which I still, to this day, I have one time entered a single prompt for AI.
Really?
Yup.
I mess around with it. I like to learn about things. You know, I think it's like it's like computers or calculators or whatever. Like at a certain point, everybody's gonna use it anyway, so I might as well like start trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Same with like Bitcoin and.
I get that, and I've looked at that perspective. I have considered that perspective, but no matter what, it makes me feel like Socrates.
Yeah.
Where that guy was like, don't write stuff down because it makes you dumb.
Socrates?
Yeah.
Well.
Do you not know that? That's his famous thing is Socrates didn't write anything.
Here's the thing.
All of his thing is through Plato, who
Socrates was touching those little boys.
Yeah, but they were Greek. They all were and currently are, I assume.
Dude, I'm starting to think Michael Jackson didn't do it.
It's possible.
You know.
I've heard the arguments, never thoroughly, but when you pick up a few of them here and there, you're like, but wait a minute.
Hold on. Did he do it or not?
He might have.
He probably did it. If I had to get,
I'm still on the probably side of it.
You think Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby, yes. Bill Cosby, I think.
He's not even in jail anymore.
Yeah, no, he got out.
That's crazy.
Good behavior.
That's crazy.
No Quaaludes in jail.
Serial rapist Bill Cosby.
Hey.
Back on the streets.
Clean comedy legend Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Well, dude, Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah. At least we still got Jeff Foxworthy, right?
At least he wasn't on the island, I guess.
That's great.
He's at Helium.
I saw him last night. He did great. Hilarious.
Yeah. He was pretty good.
But it was weird because I feel like when I first started watching, I was like, it almost feels antiquated, like he's still doing comedy from the time before. And then he got through a couple jokes, and I was like, nah, this guy's still fucking got it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something there for
his
sure.
His structure's real old school though.
It is very like comedy changes over time.
Yeah.
Something that was new and original becomes kind of stale after long enough.
Yeah. And but he's still writing some strong punchlines, that guy.
Yeah.
He had a few good pops in there.
I think he's still doing a lot of stand-up. I saw him at Cobb Energy Center one time. Somebody gave me one free ticket, so I went by myself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Then I ended up having tickets right next to somebody I already knew, so it was crazy.
That's great.
Yeah. I was destined to see Jeff Foxworthy that night.
Destined.
And I sat outside because I was there by myself. Like, once the show was over, I just went and sat on, like, a bench by myself, probably, like, hit the vape or something. Like,
yeah.
And I just watched everybody leave. All white people. Must have been 6,000 white people.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, can I find a minority in the crowd?
Yeah.
People I was sitting next to were, like, Hispanic, so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, last night, when I heard that Jeff Foxworthy was about to go up, and I went into the main room, and, like, all the comics in the lobby were there, and, I mean, 4 minutes into the set, Most of them went right back out to the lobby. And let me tell you, none of those guys were white.
Yeah.
Immediately. Yeah. And they like took their pictures to be like, I saw that guy.
Oh shit, who is that?
Yeah.
That's what somebody said. One of those little servers.
That
one of the
blows me
young
away.
servers, they were like, "Who's Jeff Foxworthy?" I was like, "You might be a redneck, yeah."
Yeah.
She was like, "Nope." I was like, "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" She was like, "Nope." I was like, "Okay."
You have got to
Blue collar comedy tour.
God. You guys got to like have a comedy literacy test in that place
For the employees.
for employees.
It's actually better if they don't know, because then I can judge their reaction.
It's more fun for you, definitely.
Yeah.
It would be. And now that I'm thinking about it, if you had to just manage a group of comedy nerds,
I don't want a bunch of comics working.
nightmare. Yeah, you're right.
I want to be the only comic that works there.
Yeah. There's not that many left. I mean,
it's fine.
mostly bouncers.
I treat it like an education, you know. I treat it like comedy college. I just do the dishes and sweep the floors, and I get to like pick up on some game.
Yeah.
every
That's
night.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then someday you'll be running your own helium somewhere.
Dude, I hope not. It's a lot of work. Maybe. I mean, that would be awesome, yeah, to run a club. But, man, the scale.
It's
a large
crazy.
scale. I'd like to have my own, like, maybe, like, my own little, like, private club, like a small club. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but those things still, if you're doing it right, it's going to be packed to the point that it's a problem every time anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm ambitious. You know, I want good things in life, but I don't know if I want to run a helium. I'd rather run a Swayze's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I smell what you're stepping in.
I want to keep to myself, run a small club, and pack it out every night.
Yeah, that's kind of.
They pack out a huge club every night, so.
Oh yeah.
But that's a big operation they got going on.
Yeah, Andrew Stanley sold a lot last night.
Yeah.
And was Foxworthy even billed?
On the show?
Yeah. I didn't see anything with him on it.
No, he was not in the advertisement.
Andrew
It was all
Stanley sold
yeah.
that out, which
Andrew
is great.
Stanley's awesome, dude.
Yeah, hilarious.
He's been like killing it ever since I've been doing comedy. Like,
yeah,
I always thought he was one of the best.
Ever since I found out about him as a
I
killer.
didn't even know like his dad and his grandfather were like renowned for something. I just thought he was good as fuck at stand up.
Yeah, that's all I knew until and I don't know anything about his dad or grandpa or whatever, but
Oh, they're famous for being preachers.
oh, okay.
Both his dad and his grandfather are famous preachers.
The Kinnison of the family.
Named Andrew Stanley.
Whoa, they're all Andrew Stanley?
Andy Stanley is his father, and then Andrew Stanley
is his grandfather.
The goat of televangelism.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've only heard of Billy Graham as far as that goes.
Yeah, his grandfather's basically Billy Graham, only without like the Elvis style like celebrity.
He's like a different Righteous Gemstones family.
Yeah, Billy Graham's pretty sweet though, dude. Like he's just like this baller. But yeah.
I don't know. Billy Graham
No, I mean
has
it's
never been
like,
cool in my mind.
I mean it's definitely anti-Christian, right? To have like riches and splendor.
Yeah.
But like
you're not going to get
He was kind of a rock star for Jesus.
Yeah. He made the whole thing. Joel Osteen, you know. Shout out that guy. Taking it to the next level.
I see Joel Osteen as more of like a self-help guru kind of guy, whereas I feel like Billy Graham was more of like a religious, like spiritual kind of guy. I mean, Joel Osteen's still religious and spiritual, but he's more about like, here's how to better yourself. Like he's more of like one of those guys.
Yeah.
Like what's the guy? Tony Robbins. He reminds me more like Tony Robbins.
Oh yeah, that guy. I'm so not plugged into any kind of public speaking that's not stand up.
It's just interesting to me. Like, I guess the self-help stuff is like, there's something to it maybe. But if you're spending like $400 to like make yourself better, it's like you already fucked up.
If you,
like, the guy who's convincing people to pay him $400 to get better at something,
the reason you're
is
here,
winning, and you're in this scenario, you're losing.
Here's my self-help course.
To me, at least.
If you, whatever convinced you that you should pay $400 for a self-help course is the reason you're not successful.
Yeah.
Whatever part of you that was like, this is a good idea, that's the part you should cut out.
Right. I thought about, like, we were just talking last night about, like, what if we did like a comedy appreciation course where it's like, it's not to teach you how to be funny, it's to like put you on game of like things like even like cartoons and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
That were kind of revolutionary for their time, or like pushed boundaries, stuff like that, like Mel Brooks, SpongeBob, seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Family Guy.
Yeah. Give you like the whole kind of history of how it's developed a little bit. Yeah.
Kind of dive into humor, and it's not like
Find
we're
out
not
about
teaching
Jeff
you how to
Foxworthy.
do comedy or write comedy or whatever. We're
Yeah.
just showing you, here's what was brilliant about Jeff Foxworthy,
Yeah.
and Ron White, and Dave Chappelle. Because I think there might be a lot of people out there who really don't know any of that shit.
Yeah, they don't know
I
the
see a lot
arc.
of people who it's their first time at a comedy show ever.
Yeah. Got to make them real fans.
I'm like, yo.
But honestly, that would probably sell. And also, it would definitely not be as like laborious, so you probably wouldn't even need to charge as much.
Yeah, you just do like
Because, I mean, something like that, you could fill the main room
a little
with.
TED Talk, a little
You know?
seminar. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, it'd be a bunch of old fuckers.
Yeah.
But hey, they got money.
But yeah.
They order chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. Have like a couple guest comics who really know about a specific niche. You know what I mean?
It could be fun. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
It's a good one.
What's like the first
Comedy.
like filmed? It's got to be like a silent film, like Chaplin bullshit,
like Chaplin,
right?
something like that. Three Stooges, stuff
One
like
of those
that.
guys.
Yeah.
And that stuff
We'll
just
gloss over that.
it's If you're really
they did
interested,
some of this, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could dive into that.
you could find a comic in the scene who likes that enough that they'd be willing to talk to people about it for an hour, I bet.
Yeah.
There's somebody.
Because you could dive into everything. Clean comedy, dirty comedy.
Yup. Dark comedy.
Evil comedy.
Evil comedy. Comedy for evil.
Christian comedy.
Mm-hmm. God, the Christian comedy course is going to be a rough day in class.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Ooh. Well, guys, this is part of it. That might need to be a quarter class.
Yeah, oh, jeez.
Yeah, you might need to tie that in with one of the other lesser
Dude, I thought
prop.
about
Tie that
joining-
in with prop comedy.
I thought about joining a Christian comedy group because it was a paid gig. But I was like, I don't want to be limited to something.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to express myself freely.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that, where it's like Christian comedy is very restrictive.
And I don't want to necessarily co-sign with anybody's beliefs just because they say they're a Christian. Doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean they have, like, Christian values.
It's also kind of literally being paid to pretend to have a belief system
Right.
in some cases.
Yeah.
Where it's like that feels just generally bad
Yeah,
juju
offering
all around.
compensation for something religious is very, like, not warrior monk of you,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. And if anything, that's the nicest way of putting what I'm going for comedy-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be able to say something, like, over the line. But honestly, like, a lot of the shows that I did in, like, churches and stuff like that would be the most fun because you toe that line for so long and you get them to trust you in that you're not going to say something foul.
And then
you drop something foul on them real hard, and you just crush them sometimes.
Yeah, because they're already on board with
They
you.
just go, oh!
Well, because they're those people anyway. They just
Yeah.
know they're not supposed to laugh at that here.
Right, so if you show them, like,
You
hey,
can trick them into it.
I'll put on the mask too and show you that I can do this too, then they're like, oh, okay, he's like us. You know, he's doing his best up there. And then you just hit him with something like hit him with a suicide joke off the quick left turn, and
drop a 9/11 joke in there.
Yeah. Just go. Oh man, I didn't know I could laugh at child molestation today. So that can be fun. That can be a kind of a thrill.
Yeah, I mean, I've done so few of those because like people also don't trust me to be clean in any context.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really swear most of the time. Like, if I'm swearing, it's usually a riff. It's not planned.
I don't know. I don't think... Maybe I'm just, like, desensitized, but I don't think you have anything really particularly...
Well, it's subject matter with me.
Offensive.
It's all subject matter.
But it does seem like you anger people in the crowd.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm saying crazy stuff about like 9/11 and school shootings and all that fun stuff. I got some autoerotic asphyxiation material.
Yeah,
I got some
comedy?
straight suicide material. I got all of that stuff, but all of it like to the vast majority of people, if it's like break it down, what exactly do you mean by clean? I am clean by almost all definitions, except Christian, really.
Yeah.
But because I think that's funny to like literally be towing the line while also like blatantly kind of stepping over it with subject matter. I think that adds to the comedy of it.
Yeah.
Your
look
doesn't
help with the clean either because people assume you're going to be a little off the wall with the hair and the...
Yeah.
It's just associated with like...
dirty hippies.
The hippie movement. Yeah. But whatever, dude. People are always going to think whatever they're going to think.
Yeah.
You can't really let that change you.
It's fine.
You still go out a lot to the shows and mics? I haven't been out as much since I've been.
Yeah, every Monday I swing by Star Bar early.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll get like a bullet spot or something.
Up on Star Bar?
Yeah.
Get a quick one spot?
Every once in a while.
Damn, dude.
Occasionally.
That's what's up.
I mean, it's been 3 in the last 6 months, so not a lot, but
still
every once in a while.
Hitting the old Star Bar, man, Atlanta Comedy.
Yeah, so I've been showing up there, and then I will go up, do Ship and Anchor. Tuesdays I finish the story with Keegan Ray. Check it out.
Finish the story.
Wednesdays, if Helium's happening, that's like the priority. If not, then I guess Little Five Pub now that Smith's is dead. But that's like the new...
Who runs that?
Wednesday. Kenny Smallhorn.
Nice. White Kenny.
Yep. So that's... and that's like right across from Star Bar.
Who do you think is out there like who do you think... I haven't been out much. Like which micers do you think are really coming up right now?
I don't know about ITP really, because I'm not hitting as much ITP as I did for a while there. I've been doing a lot of Die Laughing shows lately.
Trying to think, who have I been seeing up at the Helium a lot? Pat O'Malley.
Yep.
Will always come hit that mic.
Yeah, there's always people, but like as far as like the ITP people, I just haven't been around that scene as much as I used to when like Smiths and Mozzarella Mike and like I was hitting a double there every other week.
Yeah, you ever hit the El Dorado these days?
No, because they do like the late mic, and I'm never able to stay out that late on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Joystick is just the worst
I like that
possible
mic
time.
though. There's a lot of young people at that mic. A lot of young.
El Dorado?
Yeah.
I-
A lot of the young comics who are like just starting out.
El Dorado's always been a real shit show every time I've been. The best experience I've had at El Dorado easily was Seven Fest.
Seven Fest. The ultimate experience.
Yeah.
We need to revive it.
I've heard him mention it, but I haven't been seeing Seven as much because he's all ITP these days, it seems like.
For sure.
Yeah. If Seven Fest happens again, I'll be there. I'll come hang for sure.
It just needs to have the perfect venue
Yeah.
where no one's going to shut it down.
Because that's been the issue every other time, is the venue has gotten upset.
Yeah, a bunch of soft hands,
Yeah, it's sad.
bunch of limp dicks.
I think it would be funny if Seven really went through the system and got an event approved with the city
That would be insane.
and
dude.
then just made it an absolute shit show.
do it right there in the Marietta Square.
Oh yeah. I'm
Just to-
thinking Fist Face is playing in front of the fountain.
Dude, that would be sick. That would be insane. It should be illegal, but we'll get all the permits
Yeah.
so that it's completely legal.
That would be the funniest. The only problem with that is I think you get into stuff where you got to get event insurance,
Yeah, for sure.
which that I think
'Cause
that
I want to be singing with a wireless system while Seven's doing circles around
in
the square
in
on the bus.
well, he doesn't have the bus anymore.
What does he have? A
I
Honda
think he
Civic?
just has a car now. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just stand on the car.
Just stand on the car. I'm down.
I'll stand on the
So
Dodge
fun.
Neon. And what?
But for real, I think if you said the words event insurance to Seven, he would become visibly upset. I think that would be a rough
He
conversation.
would become irate if
Yeah.
you said, we're going to need event insurance.
What the fuck did you just
What are you fucking talking about, man? We don't need event insurance. Insurance. I got it all covered.
He'll pull out a baseball bat. This is my event insurance. You want fucking event insurance?
You submitted to any festivals? You do any?
I haven't submitted to festivals in a bit. I always submit to Skankfest, but other than that, I guess I have a good video again. I should submit to some of them, but I need to be more selective about what I'm submitting to.
For sure.
Because for a while I was submitting to kind of everything, and I got 6 festivals in 2 or 3 years off
Yeah.
that. But most of them were not really that worthwhile.
I haven't done it in a while. I don't really like the whole system, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does. Just like a necessary evil or whatever.
Yeah. The networking is...
The networking rules. You meet a lot.
The
you make a
networking
lot
is
of
the
friends.
best part. You meet a bunch of people, but then to really take advantage, you got to be willing to circle back to that area again. Which
Yeah.
some of the festivals I've had, it's that's so far west. I got to plan that for 6 months,
Right.
and nobody's booking stuff 6 months out. So
That's
it's
kind
an
of the
uphill
game,
battle.
though. Really, touring is kind of the game.
I know.
Stand up.
I need to get in with people who are going to
That's the
pay me to
honest truth.
tour.
Yeah.
Because I need to get connections with where I'm going to make a couple $100
Yeah.
on
that
the
shit-
show.
That shit's hard though,
Yeah.
because then you got to find a venue. Somebody's
Yeah.
got to promote it. Somebody's got to sell the tickets.
Well, that's why I'm trying to I'd love to get in at Helium, because if you get far enough down that road, that can help a lot.
For sure.
But
You're in the Helium network,
that's what I'm.
but that
that's
ain't an easy egg to crack either.
no. But it's
Because all a comedy club wants to see is, can you sell tickets?
of course.
And you're also competing with Marlon Wayans and Patton Oswalt and
Yeah.
all these people who could sell tickets.
Yeah.
Lucas Zelnick.
I need to just figure out some off the wall marketing strategy.
I mean, social
I've
media
never-
seems to still be the biggest
Yeah, but you gotta.
But-
It feels like now you need to figure out something extra to really hook people, because the ads have become so ridiculous on social media that people are just over it. you know?
Yeah,
When's the last time you saw an ad that you didn't skip as soon as you knew it was an ad?
I'm over it completely. Like, people will be like, "Oh, did you see this?" And I see people like sharing memes and reels with each other still, and I'm like, dude, I don't even like use the thing anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'll post something on there for my comedy, and then like, I'm not trying to sit there and like scroll through stuff because I don't really see my friends' posts anymore. All I see is like ads and like brainwashing material
Yeah. It's most of it.
and like stuff that's just like designed to attract my attention.
Yeah. I would agree, and I use it some just because like sometimes the algorithm really does hit you with something beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty funny sometimes.
Like sometimes
For
it's
sure.
great, but a lot of time you're right. It's wading through shit.
Makes you feel sick after a while. Like,
Mhm.
it's like when you eat too many Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah,
So I'll eat the whole bag till my mouth hurts.
dude. Candy I got to be careful with because I'll just go for it.
Yeah, I wish there was like a candy that didn't like destroy you completely. Maybe like fruit,
Fruit, yeah.
raspberries.
But
are
fruit,
pretty good.
even you eat too much fruit, you get fat.
That's true. You just feel sick. I don't know. Cause I'll
I-
eat a whole bag of candy. It's not like I'm gonna get fat. It's just like I'm gonna feel like shit, and then my poop
Yeah,
is gonna be green for 3 days.
yep. Dude, one time Eric Scott came up to me at the Helium mic and was like, "Dude, my stomach hurts so bad." And I'm like, "What? What do you? What? Why?"
Eric's always got something
I'm like,
going
"Why?"
on.
I'm like, "Why do you know why, or did it just start hurting and that's why you're telling me?" And he's like, "No, I ate 4 bags of whatever, like sour strips for dinner before I got here, and now my stomach." And I'm like, "Well, that." Don't do that, and your stomach won't hurt,
Yeah,
buddy.
you literally have like a solid piece of plastic in your stomach now.
Dude. Yeah.
Gut wrencher.
But that is the best candy. I like the like chewy, fruity,
Citric acid.
yeah, sour candy. That's my favorite stuff.
You could just suck on a lemon, I think.
No. I mean, maybe. I feel like I'd be more of a lime guy myself.
Lime. Yeah,
Yeah.
limes are all right, but lemons, man,
Oh, lemon will get you.
lemons are good. You know, they did to like make a lime was they took like an ugly fruit and they fused it with a lemon to make it like hotter.
I did. I
think
know that limes aren't like, or are a GMO, I guess.
we might have looked that up on the podcast before.
We might have.
But it was like, it was like an ugly looking. We did look it up on the podcast before. Yeah, it was like an ugly looking fruit, and then they were like, "Oh, these are delicious, but they look like ball sacks." So
That's,
they like fused them with a lemon and made them
I
lime.
mean, what a awesome invention, though.
Yeah.
Imagine being the guy that like tried the first lime.
People are gonna love this as soon as it doesn't look like my nuts.
Yeah. It was probably some dipshit, actually. It was probably the dumbest guy that was part of making the lime tried it first because all the other guys are like, just to make sure it doesn't kill you.
Yeah. The first guy to try it. You mean the abomination version?
Yeah, or whatever when they first made a lime and were like, oh, this is awesome. The first guy that tried it, they had to be like, let's use the dumb guy.
Well, what do you think like the failed experiments looked like? They must have had a couple test trials.
Yeah, they probably would have had to.
Or maybe not. Like what? I don't know. How do you fuse two?
I'm not enough of a botanist to know that.
How do you fuse two plants together?
I think you literally tie a branch together. You like I've seen like they'll like adding stuff to trees. I've seen people like you cut the bark and you like pull like a piece of bark off and then you get a piece that's the same size of whatever you want to graft to it and then you just kind of put it on and tape it and it all kind of heals together.
Can they make like a?
But then I don't know how they do it with like seeds and stuff. No clue.
You think they just jam them together? Put like
Physically, yeah.
put a little JB weld on them.
Yeah, That I think that's what the original use for J.B. Weld was actually.
Put a couple of seeds
It was
together.
grafting stuff. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, you kind of like graft them together,
Yeah.
make them grow together.
I know that's a thing you can do, but I don't know shit about plants. I think they're stupid.
Yeah, some of them are kind of cool.
Yeah, but like nature stuff, birds and fungus, because fungus is just an alien basically,
Yeah, like a
and birds are
space-
just weird, man. You look at a bird.
space traveler. Birds, yeah, birds.
The
Birds
older
kind
I've
of go
gotten,
hard.
the older I've gotten, the more I've been like, if you just watch a bird for 5 minutes, you'll be like, what's even going on with these things?
Yeah, you seem like you could be like a bird watching kind of guy.
I don't know if I
You
have.
go sit at a park by yourself with some binoculars.
I can see the appeal, but like keeping track of the birds, I don't give a shit, man.
No, you just gotta like. I think you just identify them. Go, oh, that's a.
Yeah, I don't care about.
That's a pigtail swallow.
Hey,
Whatever.
bird, I don't need to know your name. I'm just trying to.
I guess you could shoot at them, maybe.
Yeah, that's hunting. I mean, I'd hunt some ducks. Duck is delicious.
Or you could try to like catch some with your bare hands.
That's like hard mode, but I bet it's really satisfying when you do it.
Yeah, dude. See what's like the rarest bird you could get with your bare hands.
Man,
And like go to extreme lengths, like
yeah, like catching a bald eagle with your hands.
yeah, put on a wingsuit and like
Would
start
be
chasing
so
after this
hard.
fucker. Like, oh yeah, you look now. You like how it feels? Somebody's hunting you now, bitch.
This sounds like it's gonna be a Red Bull sport in 5 years.
Like barehanded bird hunting.
Bald eagle chasing.
I do feel like barehanded bird hunting is like the ultimate.
Yeah, it's like hunting an elk with a bow.
sport. What would be the most dangerous animal to hunt with your bare hands? A bear
A bear, definitely a bear.
or like a shark?
Ooh, I think bear, because
How
like
you gonna get a
shark.
shark with your bare hands?
I think it's because like when you hear about
You're gonna
shark
need
safety,
equipment with
you hear
shark.
about shark safety, right? And they're like you can literally redirect a shark in the water.
Yeah.
So like if you're quick and you know you're going into this fighting a shark, I think it's you give it a couple redirects, maybe let it tire out as much, and maybe not tire out. It feels like that's
the
not
shark's
going to
too
tire
stupid.
out. I think you just gotta you get a hand in a gill somewhere and
Yeah.
just start tearing at stuff.
Wouldn't be fun, that's for sure.
No, it would be a bad day. But a bear, I mean, the best thing to do with a bear is try and make sure the first bite catches your head. Like that's what you do fight if you got to fight a bear. Cuz otherwise it might hurt hurt real bad. Like you want first
Snakes.
crunch to be this.
I guess you can get snakes with your bare hands, but
Yeah, but that would be so scary. What about a gator? A gator's a tough fight.
Ooh, yeah, bare hands against a gator. Now you're in trouble.
I mean, there's guys in Florida that can do it, I'm sure, but I'm not one of them.
I walked out my door the other day. There was a couple deer in my yard. They were pretty close to me too. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, if this dude charges me.
You could get a deer.
Yeah, if I had like confidence, I could probably like bust his ass.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think if you need a deer hard enough in the ribs, but you know they're quick.
Yeah, I'd have to give him a nice like roundhouse kick.
Mm.
Let him know who's boss.
Chuck Norris him in the head.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in power. I don't know, man. I think
Man,
yeah.
fighting animals. What a good podcast. Like,
Yeah, I take like the monkey approach like to fighting where it's like my fight or flight instinct I think leans more toward like flight where like I'm going to back up and
Mhm.
reassess before I
me
before I
too.
destroy you.
But some of these animals you really can't do that.
For sure, yeah.
Like if you have to fight a deer and it's charging you, like you got to just be instinct. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think if it's got horns, if it's got antlers, I think when it's charging you, you sidestep it, and if you can get a hold of an antler, because you can. I mean, if you get a deer on the ground and hold an antler, you could twist its head around quick.
Yes, that stomp, that forward stomp.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch out for.
Mm-hmm. But because you get hit with those antlers, it's not going good.
Yeah, antlers, and then if you're on the ground, then you're getting stomped out.
Yeah. If you hit the ground, I think it's game over. The deer wins.
Getting stomped out by them hooves.
What about coyotes? How many coyotes do you think it would take?
Not a lot. I would say probably like 4.
I was going to say 4 as well.
4 is a good coyote pack to take down like a human, I think.
Yeah.
Just unsuspecting, like.
Because I think 2 is easy.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get scraped up. You're going to get hurt. But you're going to kill 2 coyotes and be able to walk to town.
Yeah, but probably so many, like, dogs and coyotes have been, like, smashed by humans that they don't want
they're
to
scared.
mess with us anymore.
Well, wolves apparently, like, mostly avoid people because they're like, those guys can fuck us up.
Yeah.
they're like, we got to be careful with those ones.
Whoa. What's going on over there?
Yeah.
No, you don't mess with those guys.
Dude, the scariest is like a mountain lion.
Yeah.
Because those guys, they'll hunt you. They'll, like, hunt you for days
Yeah.
and then wait until they know you're not paying attention.
Yeah, they're stalking.
And then just jump on your back. The only good thing is mountain lion kills you quick. Mountain lion goes for the throat, tries to break your neck immediately. So at least there's that.
Yeah. I think people have that natural instinct to be, like, kind of afraid of a predator
Yeah.
coming after them. That's why we build these houses and
Mm-hmm.
shit, fences and
Doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you're so much safer from a house than in the woods at all given moments,
yeah,
depending on where the house is.
yeah,
Like trap house, maybe not.
yeah. What are the statistics there? But I mean, even then, like, better be inside than outside usually.
For the most part, yeah.
But then humans are the apex predator, so
Yeah.
at least on this planet.
Yeah, but that's because we're planners.
Yeah,
It's the whole reason, basically.
yeah. It's because we can be like really cruel.
Yeah. Really, really cool. Super chill.
Some of us can be chill. We could be chill.
But no, overwhelmingly, yeah. Lucky for the animals. Not all the animals. But lucky for, like, the other predators. We like killing each other instead.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I mean, we did kill a lot of, like, species. I think we made, like, a whole bunch of species extinct just from killing them.
Yeah,
For no
for sure.
reason.
For sure.
Certain types of rhinos and elephants and
The bison.
woolly mammoth, bison, yeah.
There's a bunch of them. Were woolly mammoth hunted into extinction? I thought that they just, got old and lame.
I don't know. If that's what you trust, if you trust the narrative of archaeology,
Yeah, also nothing is true in my mind. So
that's actually accurate.
I live in the post-truth world, I like to say.
Do you think dinosaurs are real?
That is as likely as anything else is. That's how I live my life. Is everything is roughly as likely as anything else?
Or do you think that Satan put dinosaurs there to trick us?
That is as likely as the idea that dinosaurs were real.
Well, like, I don't know. There's a lot of, like, how can you really know?
You can't.
With some of the bones, like, they said, like, some of those, like, sculptures of the dinosaurs are based off of, like, one bone that they found.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then they build the rest of it with concrete.
Yeah, it's like, how do you know that?
They're guessing. They're all guessing. Everybody that is telling you that they know 100% that this is true is guessing.
Yeah, it's a complete lie.
Unless,
There's no dinosaurs. They were dragons.
they were probably dragons, yeah. The Bible said that, so.
Yup.
So that's why I believe in it.
Leviathan.
Because that really old book that has obviously never been corrupted by any entity in the past thousands of years
Yup. That's why we gotta send 10 billion to Israel.
Yep. Totally untouched in every
Right
way.
now.
No propaganda in there whatsoever. Current or ancient.
No wars. No no struggles for power ever.
Yeah.
No child molestation accusations.
Yep. That. God damn it. I haven't even looked into conspiracy stuff in like probably 5 years.
Really?
Yeah. I got too deep on it.
But dude, all the Epstein files are out.
I know, but I don't need to know.
All of them are out.
What I know is that those people are the evilest. They're doing the evilest stuff. I don't need to know what the evilest stuff is.
Don't you want to see it?
No.
To believe it?
It makes me sad.
Somebody's blowing me up right now.
This is what I like when I say post-truth world. I mean like everything is equally as likely as everything else, which means I basically get to pick the reality I live in moment to moment based on what's the most fun.
That's a good way to live.
It's been pretty fun.
I guess you somewhat have to pay attention to what's going on sometimes.
If it's important enough,
Get the vote. and
somebody
shit.
will tell me or my phone will tell me.
Yeah. That's true, I guess.
And voting is fake. Voting is the dumbest, fakest lie that there is.
You can vote in your local elections, though.
Yeah, and it's not going to matter that. I mean, it might.
Because you can actually vote, like, insane people into your elections. Like, I used to work for, I'd do a little, like, video stuff for somebody who was running for office, and they almost won, and I was like, whoa.
That guy?
That's not good.
But that's
It's clinically
But
insane.
that's the whole thing, right? Is
Yeah.
like, if you didn't meet that guy in that context, you wouldn't have known that he was insane, and
Yeah.
you would have been just as likely to vote for him as anybody else, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if that is the system, then even if you are allowed to vote, and even if your votes are counted, and even if those are the numbers they're showing you, it doesn't really matter that much because you don't really know who the fuck these people are.
And then if you actually, like, try to do anything good and, like, help people at a certain point, like, they just try to, like, assassinate you.
Yeah.
kill
Usually.
you.
That's plan A, it seems like.
Yeah.
Plan A for assassination.
B, buyout.
C,
There's got to be a good C one.
cruelty.
Child sex trafficking.
Child
ring.
trafficking. Child porn hard drive.
Yeah, yeah.
In your desk.
Child porn planted on your computer.
Yep.
That's plan C.
That's plan C. I don't think they need a plan. Oh, D is death. D is just you will kill yourself with 2 shots to the back of the head.
Yeah, back to assassination.
Yeah. They tried at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah, plan A is kill you. If that doesn't work, try some other stuff. And then if all that doesn't
If
work,
that doesn't
kill
work,
you
yeah.
again. And that is how
Yeah.
the American government works, ladies and gentlemen.
See, but that's so dark. Now that it's like basically confirmed all of that is entirely true,
Yeah.
it's like I don't need to know. Like I know.
I mean, yeah, that stuff is kind of like
They're doing
depressing.
incomprehensible evil.
But at the same time, like, it is kind of encouraging that, you know, like, everything is a lie. Not even just
Yeah.
like the government, but like math and physics and science and
Yeah.
everything is a lie. Nobody knows what's going on.
Nobody.
So that's kind of encouraging.
But that to me makes science fun.
yeah,
in
yeah,
a
for
weird
sure.
way, where it's like it's fun because you're basically looking at like how it deeply explained have they come up with this idea and
Yeah.
how well does it hold up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
science, some of it I'm like, okay. All I've heard thorough, heavy explanations of why this. And I've never heard or seen anything that disputes that. So, like, that's the science I'm on board with.
Well, yeah, I mean,
gravity,
action, reaction,
round planets.
observation. I think it's more like observation and
Yeah.
like attempted explanation
Yeah.
for what's going on. But you can never really know the full extent of it, is what I mean. Like,
No, it takes, yeah.
even things where you're like, oh, this has been so thoroughly explained and the proofs hold up so credibly to like any hard scrutiny, but there's still so much to this that
Doesn't make sense, yeah.
is like, you can't really explain.
Yeah. And that's what the ocean of reality is.
Yeah, our tiny little brains
We're just guessing.
are just trying to, like, everything you see is just a projection to your brain
Mm-hmm.
from your eyes. Like, your eyes are just playing a little trick on you. They're just doing a little bit of theater.
Yeah.
Like, everything is really just atoms and molecules all
It's the cave.
swimming around.
Yeah. Which is, God, so crazy. Have you ever read The Andromeda Strain? There's a description very early in the book of like, so what that's about is a space microorganism, an alien microorganism that comes to Earth, and like scientists are dealing with it.
Yeah.
But there's this guy where they go through this crazy cleaning process because they basically he's like, I'm a molecular what is it? Cellular biologist, not cellular. He's a biologist for the tiniest stuff.
Yeah.
Microbiologist. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it is. And he's describing. He's like, people don't see this, but the way that the world is we are all essentially swimming in microbiome at all times.
Yeah.
Like, this room is full of shit. It's in the air. It's on the couch. It's on us.
Oh, I can feel it, dude. It's
And it
it's
all
probably
lives
80% pollen.
The pollen
'Cause I
is
can feel it.
a problem, dude. It's crazy. I didn't have allergies until I moved here.
I'm swimming in mostly pollen soup and then micro
Yeah.
biology.
It's a good here. It's a different ratio than some places, but
I like it though. It's kind of hopeful, you know.
that's just we're swimming in bugs at all times.
Knowing there's a little bit more to this than what we see and feel and
Yeah.
hear and experience is like kind of hopeful,
I mean
in my opinion.
God, I'm reading too much sci-fi. The like even the visible light. Like, there's so many
yeah.
frequencies outside of the range
Yeah.
of this spectrum that we already know about, and it's like, who are we to say that there aren't just things that exist entirely outside of our perception,
Oh yeah, 100%.
like outside of our ability to
I 100%
perceive?
think there are. You know, when you think of forces like gravity,
I think
oxygen,
definitely, yeah.
atmosphere, or like whatever it is, like water. Like water's clear. Like you could live in water. Like you can't really understand what it's like to be a fish,
no.
or like to be an aquatic animal that like breathes with their gills and like sees with underwater eyes, because we live on land. So it's like you can never have
Yeah.
that perspective.
No idea. You don't know what a cat's looking at any given time.
Yeah.
I'm convinced cats are tripping at all times.
My cat definitely is.
Yeah, I think that's just how they perceive the world at all times. That's why you just see them staring at a wall every once in a while. And when I say every once in a while, I mean a lot.
Yeah, my cat will randomly just start screaming.
Yeah,
That's very trippy.
they
and
really
other-
like to look outside.
Yeah, they do like to stare outside.
Yeah,
But I think they really just want to kill too, though.
yes.
I feel like they just have like this tunnel vision where it's like
They're like tiny
kill
berserkers.
this thing. Yeah, like little berserkers is right.
Yeah, no,
Just a
cats are
whirlwind of death.
they're little murder animals.
Yeah, and they like to fight with each other too. Like they get injured.
Oh,
They like to they're kind of like little samurai out there, dude. Like when you see one wandering around, he's always got like some scars. He's like missing half of his hair. You hear the little like flute music playing behind him.
Man.
Doo, doo,
There's a little cat that used to hang out around here, but I think it's a neighbor's like indoor-outdoor cat.
Cats love to beat the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah.
They're constantly dueling.
I need to attract more cats.
The little pan flute music.
There's one. There's one little guy that likes to go. Like for the first 2 weeks I was here, he would like almost every day come to the back door and then just like meow at me through the door until I'd let him. Or I would go out and hang out with him. But he hasn't been over.
Tripping his balls out.
He hasn't been over in a
Dude,
while.
they're little tweakers.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But that cat, I know it's a neighbor's because it has a flea collar, which as far as like meeting a cat outside is like, that's like meeting a prostitute at the STD clinic, you know?
For sure.
Like you got lucky on that.
Oh, yeah, that cat, he's just on his daily rounds.
Yeah,
And
just
you
hanging out.
happened to be like a new spot.
Yeah, I need to get some catnip and get him to start coming back to hang out.
Yeah, get him a little high.
Yep. I know for a while I realized what he was starting to do was he was coming and he was walking between the front and the back and like looking out the windows. And I think he realized that the squirrels couldn't see him inside. So he'd be like wait for the squirrels to start getting close to the door, and then he would get me and be like, let me out, and then I would let him out and he'd go chase the squirrels.
Oh, yeah, they would let their guard down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a new little hiding spot.
Yeah, helping him hunt.
Little accomplice.
He got fucked up the other day because I came in from work, and when I got out of my car, he was walking around from over here with just like pieces of leaves and dust all over. I'm like, oh, something just happened to you, buddy.
Yeah, he just got smacked. He just fought 100 Klansmen.
Actually, that was the last time I saw that cat. I almost wonder if there's a different animal that has my yard as his domain. You know?
Yeah, bigger dog.
I don't know. The neighbors have a German Shepherd.
Yeah, but he's probably not patrolling the neighborhood.
No.
He's
That would be crazy.
pretending to patrol his little fenced area or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes he barks when I come in at night.
There's some real cats out here in these streets.
That one sounded like mine, but it wasn't.
Yeah, somebody's just blowing me up. Probably work.
Probably just your wife about your daughter.
Yeah, probably just my wife and kids and family and all that stuff. Responsibilities, boring stuff.
Yeah. By the way, how's your house been? You've had it for, what, a year?
Yeah, I think it's been a year. Pretty good. I like it. It's pretty similar setup. I mean, we still have the garage, but we
Like
have
a one-story ranch.
Yeah, we have the 3 bedrooms on the slab, and
It's pretty, it's a pretty good setup.
pretty
Simple.
reg. Yeah, we got the back door and the little yard. I think your yard's a little bit bigger than mine, but ours has these just 3 retaining wall things.
Oh, okay.
With little garden plots.
That's
on,
nice.
Which is cool, yeah. I mean, it needs a little bit of work, but it'll get there.
Nice. Yeah, you gonna start growing
It's really nice, yeah.
growing your own food? Get a little chicken coop?
I'm not very good at it. And I just have whatchamacallit, I can't remember, a hydrangea bush, and I almost let that thing die.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a flower bush.
Ah.
It's blue.
Yeah, dude, the front out here I've been weeding every couple days, and every time I weed it, I come by the next day and I'm like, it looks like I've done nothing at all.
Yeah.
Like I spent half an hour out there pulling weeds.
Yeah, you can treat it with the weed treatment stuff, but I just let the weeds grow and mow them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And there's flowers in that bed. I just don't know where all of them are and which ones are flowers yet.
Yeah, I think you can lay down the little mesh coverings,
Mm.
and then you can put mulch on top of that, and that'll help keep the weeds out.
Yeah, then I gotta get rid of all that pine straw.
Then you can just go buy
And I
some
think there's a
flowers at
layer
Home
of
Depot,
rocks under the pine straw.
stick them in there. That's the easiest way to do it, is just go buy some plants that are already grown, stick them
Yeah.
in there.
But I also don't care.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fun.
gonna be battling plants more than helping plants
It's
here.
fun, man.
I've never been good at it.
People come over for the podcast, puts them in a good mood.
I've just my experiences with gardening as a child were pretty not good. Cause like my mom was one of those people that was like, we had like a half-acre garden, like big ass garden, that was almost entirely weeded by me and my siblings against our will. Like
Yeah.
that was our like in the middle of the summer you got to go out and weed a garden
Oh,
for
yeah.
literally 2 hours continuously.
Yeah, that was just so mom could like take a nap or
Yep.
watch TV or something.
But it's made
That's
me
probably just to keep you guys busy.
it's made me hate gardening. I
It's
don't
not real gardening though, because you're not really like
but that's what my experience with
real gardening is like having an idea and then seeing it to fruition.
Yeah. See,
So
that's
it
what my
is
mom was
satisfying.
doing. But I know the work that takes,
Right.
and I've never gotten to see the satisfaction of it, so it's just something I'm not interested in.
It's kind of exercise at the same time too, though, and you get a lot of vitamin D from being out in the sun.
Not good.
I can see why people
exercise,
like
though.
it. It's not particularly my favorite thing to do either.
Yeah. I mean,
My favorite thing to do is like get high and play Fallout,
yeah. Yeah,
Whatever.
I want to play video games
play
or something.
skate or
But-
Forza. Or
I don't have a lot of time to do that lately. I've been reading at least.
we've been playing the WWE 2K26 game.
Pretty good?
That game is awesome.
Okay.
It's only fun if you're with friends,
Not a good single-player experience.
but yeah. Some people will bring like their PlayStation to the club sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hook it up. That game is fun to play together.
Yeah. I'm sure those games are fun. I play solo exclusively, basically now.
Yeah, me too, mostly at home. But like after work, if somebody has their PlayStation, we'll hook it up to the TV.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
Everybody
fun.
just be sitting around at the bar or whatever.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's like Super Smash Brothers. You're already somewhere. Somebody busted out. You're like, oh hell yeah, time to
Yeah.
slam.
Yeah, I've been playing maybe the most single-player game I've ever played. The Yakuza Infinite Wealth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Have you played that?
No. My friend Nick Heaney is really into the Yakuza games.
This is only the
I played one of the
second
ones on PlayStation 2.
Way back.
Yeah.
This is only my
Pretty
second
good.
one. And it's
No,
crazy.
everybody rants and raves about those games.
it took me half of the first game to really decide I liked it. Cuz it's just so like a lot of like the drama's a bit much sometimes.
For sure.
Where it's like this is a soap opera.
It's fun.
You know, like this is a soap, but then they're fun.
Did you ever play Saints Row?
Yeah.
Those games. were
Those
awesome.
games were so good. And then they tried to reboot them, and it just bombed so bad that I haven't even tried it. I didn't even try the reboot because
Saints Row 2 was like the best game.
the
ever.
best one. The third is where it got a little out of hand.
Yeah, yeah.
But two was like the happy medium.
I think the third one had it had a lot more like the pro wrestling moves and stuff.
Yeah, like flying a jet,
Yeah, yeah.
like a Harrier jet. I think there was like a literal
go to
like
Mars.
Avengers Sky
Yeah,
carrier
yeah.
in it.
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
that game was crazy. Good games though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've been playing some New Vegas after the show came out.
awesome.
Yeah, solid. I mean, it runs like shit on my PC, but
Oh,
I
really?
installed some of the mod stuff that they have to make it more stable.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm trying to think.
crashes.
I did a partial replay of Witcher 3 again because they're coming out with a new DLC for it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Are they
And
doing
then-
another Witcher game?
Yep. Well, so the idea is the DLC is going to bridge The Witcher 3 to the new game.
Okay.
What else?
I was
have
playing
been
some Space Marine 2.
That game's
pretty
fun.
good. Get
Yeah.
your heart racing.
That game is fun.
Reminds me of like the newer like Doom games a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, but like third person.
Yeah.
What? I'm
But
trying
it
to
is
think what
just like
else.
that kind of like onslaught of just like
Yeah.
monsters slaying.
Which it does get old. Like I haven't beaten it yet because like I'll play a couple chapters and then I'll be like I kind of am over this now, and then I'll play a couple chapters 3 months later.
Yeah.
Because Warhammer is one of those things that seems like I would be really into it,
It's fantasy.
and I have tried, but it's just
It's not really sci-fi. It's science fantasy.
yeah, it's like Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of lore,
Dude, I saw the craziest.
endless lore.
I saw Project Hail Mary the other day, which was good, but I read the book too recently, so it wasn't great for me. I was a little too nitpicky about it. But
Yeah.
the trailers, dude, they showed Dune 3's trailer and then immediately followed it with like whatever the new Star Wars Mandalorian movie is.
Look like dog
That just
shit.
looks like such a cheesy,
Cosplay.
childish movie.
Yeah.
But it's like, what a hilarious back to be like Dune Part 3.
But I do think like Star Wars is kind of for kids. Like
Yeah, well, it's
you
Disney-fied
get
now.
into it as a kid and then like whatever.
Yeah.
But it did. Yeah, it didn't used to be so cheesy and bad.
It basically looked like
So
a
the n-
Marvel movie in the Star Wars universe.
So the third Dune's going into the second book now.
Yeah. Apparently, it's
I
going to
read
be
the
the whole
first
second
book.
book.
I read the first book. It was okay. It was like
It's a lot.
I could have just watched the movie.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot, but it's really the long arch because the second book is what really you learn about all the other factions
Yeah.
a lot more, and it
Okay.
kind of bridges to the third book, which is almost the real story he was trying to tell. And then you get into the fourth book, which is the real story he was trying to tell.
Okay. I guess I'll make it that far.
It's hard.
Possibly.
The first four are amazing.
No
5
promises.
and 6
I
are
mean, I
fine.
liked the first one well enough. I made it all the way to the end.
Yeah. Do you like the style? Because, like, that's really... Like-
I thought the pacing was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the super dense, very, like, specific conversation-heavy
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff where it's, like, there's not a lot of action. It's all kind of how that we got to the action.
Yeah.
And then the action is, like, glossed over a lot. So if you're into that...
But it was just a lot to absorb all at once. Maybe.
That's how it is. I mean, the second read-through is so much better than
Whereas
the
I
first
feel like
read-through.
some of the fantasy stuff is like you get into the action a little bit quicker.
For sure.
Or at least it's like, yeah, it's boring, like explanation over here, but then you go over here and there's action going on. Like this battle's going on over there while the boring stuff's going on over here. So you jump back and forth. And it's like,
Yeah. And fantasy, I don't like hate fantasy. I just prefer sci-fi.
yeah, for sure.
I'm reading a fantasy book right now. It's the evilest looking book that I own, and it's not close. Like it looks like it contains spells and stuff,
Hell yeah.
but it's like
That's what I'm talking about. Get
it's
some
basic-
wizardry going on.
it's basically a fantasy version of Suicide Squad at its core, and it has a lot of that kind of humor. So it's like weirdly funny in a lot of places for a book that has a pentagram on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny.
But pretty good.
Yeah, what books you got over here? You got Dune. You got 1984. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. Keegan and I have been doing a book club on our Patreon.
That's cool.
Uh,
We need to get a bookshelf in the studio, too.
yeah. Keegan is currently reading 1984 because I haven't read it in years.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to do Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm going to give it a reread. But no, dude, we had like Patrick Logan over and we did the entire Expanse series. Basically, me and
Nice.
Patrick explained all
Was
9
it good?
books to It's incredible. Oh yeah,
9 books. God damn.
it's really some of the best modern sci-fi. And the authors are writing their new series, which is connected.
Check out. Wait, that's on the Patreon.
Yeah.
With you and Keegan.
It's $1 a month. Yeah, finish the story page.
Finish the story. It's $1 a month.
Patreon.com/finish the story.
And that's
It's awesome.
it. Anything else you want to promote? Shows or anything?
Do you know when this is coming out?
Hopefully by next week.
By next week.
Or next Thursday, at least. Hopefully.
April 9th, Mutation Brewing.
April 9th, Mutation Brewing. That's Die Laughing coming.
Die Laughing, yep.
Go see Trent Ludzack.
It'll be fun.
Online at Trent Ludzack.
I do actually have a website now, TrentLudzack.com.
Let's go. Peace, y'all.